We made it out of the cursed woods.
It took us a whole part, but we did it.
Well, half a part.
You guys act like we were there forever.
It was forever in
pig.
JRPG standards.
Kill the
We're leaving
pig.
it just... He was in it for so long, he doesn't even want to go to the next town. He wants to beat up this rhino pig first.
Kill the pig.
It's like, I'm trying to say, he's like, oh, they're not so tough. Holy shit, wait, they're kind of kicking my ass. No wonder. No
Kill
wonder we
the
went
pig.
the long way around. Oh, God.
Repeat's dying.
I'm dying. Fuck Repeat.
Fuck the dog. Fuck the kid.
I'm just like canceling. Just like stop using Alpha Just. We have an Estelle.
I want to imagine that Repeat's heard Yuri say that so often he just doesn't. He's not even phased by it anymore.
It's just funny too when you cancel Repeat using
You should-
an item, like you
you
hear
should
him like
have
whine.
a
Like,
When Estelle says monsters are easier to beat than I thought, you should just have you should have like a fade-in replay of that last fight.
Thankfully, nobody died in that fight, so it's all good.
no, but yeah, like if you cancel Repeat using an item, you hear him whine. And he's just like,
Suit yourself, I guess.
He's like, let me throw an item at you.
I will throw this item at you, and you will like it.
I don't want it. Well, fuck you too then.
I don't understand this girl at all.
I love how Estelle just like is so dedicated that she's like, by the end of the game, I'm gonna make graves for every single monster I've killed.
And everybody just backs up slowly.
Yeah, once you play enough Tales games, especially ones of these calibers, you start getting used to the fact that you just use your healer as like.
I like
free
how you
Applejack.
decided to heal. I like how you decided to heal everybody up, but there's an inn literally right there.
Yeah,
I don't even think I use it.
The very first building in Halure is the inn.
You stupid fuck.
Well, it's not like it cost me any gels to actually heal him up. Had I used
Fair.
an orange gel, then you could call me out on that.
Don't they have a barrier here?
That's 500 gold, you bastard.
I got the money. Oh wait.
Actually, I think
It's
orange
like,
shells are
no,
$1,000
it's like
in that game.
I got the money. Yeah, you have the money.
Actually,
Why don't poor people just buy more money?
I love
you,
that
Patron.
meme so much. I don't know why.
It's
Fuck
just
you, Patroclus.
It's freaking Mitt Romney memes.
Thank you, Professor.
It's
I
not even
associate it-
something he actually said. It's just.
It's just
quote that
it's just
sums
memeing
him
on
up
the fact
so
that like
perfectly.
he's like upper class politician. And it's just all like he doesn't understand poor people.
Doesn't look like it's doing much.
I related it with Patroclus.
Oh God! I thought you didn't want to remember Soul Calibur 5.
I'll take any excuse I
Or
can
6.
get to shit on that game.
Is that when the barrier went down?
It's so unforgettable that I called it Soul Calibur 5, and that's an insult to Soul Calibur 5. It was Soul Calibur 6, damn it.
No, it's Soul Edge 2. That's how bad it is.
Oof.
Okay then.
Does that kid ever?
Carol,
I'll be back
you were in
later.
our party for an hour and you're already leaving. You
Not
coward.
he hasn't been in our party for like 5 minutes.
Doesn't she know we need to keep
It's
her
like
up?
he joined us at the very end of the last part, and he joined us for like the fights leaving the Koi Woods, and he's already gone.
And Estelle left to trade cards with people.
No, Magic Card is Grace's F. We don't talk about that minigame because it fucking sucks.
Also,
Who said it was Magic Carta?
You said cards, and that's the first thing I think of when it comes to Tales cards games.
also,
Why would you think that?
Because it's the only card game that's in the game that's in the series.
Who said I was talking about cards in the series?
But
Fair point.
Also, let him talk.
yeah, I'm just trying to say that in this version, you know, definitive and PS3 by extension, pretty much the non-360 versions of Vesperia, they added a sad reprieve of Halure's music for this particular bit of the story.
Yeah, I think it gets better later.
Yeah, like once we fix everything that goes on here, we get like the actual normal music of Halure. But in the original 360 version, I think it was just like sad. It was like the generic sad music, or like the freaking, like the piano's like do 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 do, like the whole time you're here.
It is nice when Bamco actually takes the effort to add new things into remakes and remasters.
Yeah,
They don't always do
like the
that.
Zafia's Castle music, the sad reprieve of Halure's music right here. I appreciate that. Thank you, Bamco.
Also,
What
I'm
I
trying to
don't-
remember.
what
was
I
it
don't
you in one of your
appreciate
earlier
is-
runs that called that old man like Dr. Wily just because of the baldness?
Eventually, we'll find Dr. Wawi, but we need to heal the town first.
It'll look better when you can see his actual face.
No, we helped the town out, and then it turns out the giant tree was just a giant robot.
No, it's a giant. It reveals itself to be a giant skull, and it's Dr. Wily's new hideout.
Yeah, Wily's new castle is a giant tree.
Like
Why not?
the bark just deforms itself into a likeness of Gutsman. It was like, of course.
God fucking damn it.
He hasn't made a Gutsman look-alike in years. I think he finally got over that.
And Mega Man 12 comes out, and Gutsman's on the cover.
Bold of you to think Mega Man 12 is even going to happen at this rate.
Hey, we weren't even sure that an 11 was going to happen, and yet they made it anyway.
Yeah, and look how good it did, and look how little... Well, I would say little, but then there's also Battle Network Collection that just recently came out, so maybe they're
Yeah.
remembering shit.
Yeah, eat shit.
And not even just, like, what else was it? Like, I think it was also because of, like, how badly Mighty Number 9 came out, and it was like,
no,
oh,
they
they
well, that's
They based
fan
it on the
theory.
sales of the They based it on the sales of the Legacy collections.
Yeah,
right.
the company itself basically said because the Legacy Collection 1 and 2 sold as well as they did, they figured, hey, let's try and make Mega Man 11.
And yet we
And
don't
to,
have...
and to their credit,
Go.
or to their credit, it did sell well for their standard.
Yeah, it's actually one of the best-selling classic games.
I don't know why
Of all
I'm just
time, it
imagining it's all
almost
like by
outsold
their
Mega Man
standards.
2.
It's all like, did it sell one copy? Fuck yes, make an 11th entry.
I mean, it did almost outsell Mega Man 2, which is a feat in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mega Man 2 is still the highest-selling Mega Man game of all time.
All right, I just show this off because I remember we
Yeah.
mentioned this before.
They're all the best, Lloyd. Fuck off.
Send entries to Real Lloyd.
On this Twitter hashtag.
Send it to the Twitter account, the Crimson Fucker. Wait.
and then we'll send you an actual copy of Tales of Symphonia. This
Like
is on
like the
cardboard.
good remaster.
This is on cardboard.
The one,
I know.
no, it's the good remaster. Oh, the GameCube one?
But I'm dish.
Oh, I remember you. I remember you telling. You can tell this. You can tell us this story, Luigi.
What?
Oh, this. I think I remember you mentioning something. Wasn't it something about like Carol in a costume for this part?
Let's give him some time alone.
Oh, right.
There's a specific line. This one, right? This line
yeah.
right here.
I remember. Oh, yeah, I remember
That
now.
line happened.
I
And he was
actually
wearing the.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, I had Carol in the Klonoa costume, and he said that line. And I'm like, damn, that reflects Klonoa in all itself.
Klonoa in a nutshell. It's over.
Yeah.
It's really over.
That poor cat.
I remember when you did that tweet. I was like, oh my god.
That poor-
I'm surprised I didn't get hate mail for that.
It's like, fuck you, man. It's like, well, where's the newer Klonoa games at then?
It's like what are you talking about? I remember Klonoa.
Even though
Yeah,
David Holt was struggling
you
with
remember
Bear,
it, but does Bamco remember
issues
it?
even with one.
Probably not.
Well played.
It's like, hey, remember Fantasy River? Remember when Klonoa Fantasy River came out? That came out.
Changes things.
Also, I want to mention for that particular scene that just happened right now, if you try to go to that bridge beforehand, Carol is not there. You have to
No, he's
walk
not.
toward the tree for that cutscene to trigger, and you're all of a sudden checking out the bridge, and Carol is there.
It's like, I found a quarter.
Like, sometimes the game does do that. I mean, it's kind of par for the course for Tales games around this time period, but just like, it's not entirely indicative of what you have to go, which direction you have to go in a town or whatever. In order
Yeah,
to trigger the
I
next
can see that.
part of the story cutscene.
Dawn of the New World in a nutshell.
Monsters come again. More
It's
people-
just like,
Dawn
why couldn't
of
we
the
just
New
walk
World,
straight to the? Why couldn't we just walk straight to the bridge and start that cutscene? Why do we have to specifically be walking towards the tree to go back to the bridge?
It wouldn't be in this condition just because some monsters
If it was Dawn of the New World, we'd go to one town, spend 30 minutes there
I think there's
to
gotta be.
backtrack to a different dungeon for half an hour, to go back to the same town again just to make plot happen.
Which shouldn't happen to begin with, but
Mm.
okay.
But monster collecting.
When I was playing that entire game, I was convinced Marta had GPS stuck in her forehead. And they were just, and like Alice and them were just using a GPS just to just track everything. It's like it says, all right, Google Maps says to go that way.
They just home in on Ratatosk's
No,
core.
they just use it. They just have like an app for that. It's just Google Maps.
The sad thing is,
It's
since
like
we're on the slight
it's like
topic of
the Find My iPhone app was just like
Yes.
find my Ratatosk core.
the sad thing is, since we're on the topic of that, is since I am playing through Symphonia Remastered, I'm seeing just how many jokes and scenes they reused in Dawn that I completely forgot that they reused.
Is there anything we can do?
Yeah.
There's like full on skits that they reused. They just changed the character names. Like, damn it!
Yeah. You didn't believe me, did you?
No, it's more I forgot, because I didn't see every skit in Symphonia 1. So there were scenes that I didn't remember were in the first game that they full on reused in the sequel. And I'm like, and then
Yeah.
it happens. A lot of sequels do that, but like,
No,
they
don't.
Blossoms are in full bloom. They'll be fantastic.
I bet
Sequels
there's
actually make a good
petals big
story.
enough to just sweep you away.
All
Sometimes.
those petals dancing
I don't know.
in the
Look at
breeze.
Bayonetta 2 and 3.
It'd be like a
I like how
dream.
pessimistic Yuri is
So
about
what
the
do they
whole
do
pedal
while their
thing.
house is getting buried in flowers
It's
and
Yuri.
everything?
He's like
That's gotta be
very.
a pain to clean up.
Yuri's just
Like,
very
he's-
matter of fact about everything.
Like, he's more like a realist about the whole thing. He's like, sure, it looks nice, but it's probably a real pain in the ass to clean up after the fact.
Like, you're real boring sometimes, Yuri. Yeah.
That's his
maybe.
That's his response to seeing Clifford for the first time.
Also, speaking of the whole trust thing that you guys are talking about right now, it is nice that Yuri and Estelle are just like, oh, we got nothing else to really go off on. Let's believe what Carol says and try the whole panacea bottle thing.
That's the nice thing about Yuri, is that you think he's gonna be like the stereotype I'm an asshole person, but he actually does trust everyone that he runs into, as long as he has reason to trust them in the first place. He doesn't
Stupid
just
schmuck.
immediately think about the worst of everybody,
Stupid schmuck.
which he probably should, considering his life.
I mean, if you do something to give a bad first impression towards him, then obviously he's gonna be wary, but it's just like Carol hasn't done anything to put himself in that position, so it's just like, well, so
I mean-
why is he gonna try to put the little kid down, you know?
Yeah.
Doopa 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 doop doop doop.
I mean, to be fair, not even just with Carol, like, even when, like, you know that Yuri and Flynn have a history, and when he first hears about Flynn, his first reaction is not to fly off the handle, like, hey, fuck Flynn, I haven't spoken to him in years, kind of thing. He's like, oh, you know Flynn? That's neat. He's very nonchalant about it. He does not care. He's like, oh, you know Flynn? That's cool.
That's why he was in the forest.
I kind of want to find him, so I'll go with you too, just in case. But if we can't find him, whatever.
Like, he's a cool guy.
Normally we use magic resin.
He's a cool guy, doesn't afraid of anything.
Kind of, sort of.
I believe the mayor has some Leluria petals. You might try asking him.
I think the bear may be getting high on them pedals. You might want to check him out so you can get high yourself.
We're in Japan.
It's some good
You shouldn't
shit,
go-
man.
We're in Japan in the middle of fall. You shouldn't be able to go more than 2 steps without running into sakura petals.
Prepare to die,
Hey,
bear!
bear.
You mean you believe what I
They laughed.
There it
I
is.
remember TFS laughed for like a good full minute for that. One
To be
line.
fair, it's a good fucking.
Like, the only one that wasn't was Grant, because he's the only one that's heard it before.
Yeah, I remember they were laughing for like a full minute because of that one line, and it was great.
Because they didn't expect Carol, they didn't expect him to say it like that.
Like they weren't expecting Yuri to be just mocking Carol like that.
It's like, you fucking ass.
TFS was also the group that was playing this, that kept that cutscene going, so Carol was spinning around for a good 10 minutes before they actually progressed the plot.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record,
Maps.
baby, like round, round.
Oh, let me see. Hey, this is almost complete.
Oh, let me see.
You can't call this a map.
I got ripped off.
Well, it was free, so I don't give a fuck.
Their maps are really
Call this a map? Well, yes, Carol, that's how people made maps. They took a blank sheet of paper
No,
and
the
started
funny.
drawing
No, here's
shit.
Here's the funny part. They call it a map, but it's really connected dots.
Sure, why not?
I am. You don't need to use a map anymore.
It's all...
Uh-huh.
Too bad. I really
No,
wanted
no,
to
the
see
map
it.
is all there. It's just covered in kryptonite fog, so we just have to walk through it and make it appear first.
Motherfucker.
You wouldn't have any Lemuria petals, would you?
No, it's covered in the same fog that covers New York and Spider-Man.
I don't know why. I just like, you have any Halure petals? Who the fuck told you?
Oh,
Oh.
you need my awesome shit. Okay, I got the
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, thankfully I haven't drank all of it yet. You drink it? Well, yeah. Good for my throat.
It's good for my glaucoma.
That shit is great for my glaucoma.
Glaucoma in your eyes.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Take care of the shit.
Yep. Let's go to the Koi Woods.
Hey,
He
two
even
birds,
has-
one stone.
He's got the same haircut.
Let's get this
He
sh-
has
let's
the
get
same
that shit.
balding haircut, and he has the same mustache. It's Dr. Wily. Goddamn.
Carol and Repeat.
Whoa, I've been the main villain in every Mega Man game and defeated every single one.
Why are you mad?
Yeah.
Hold on. You don't want to eat me, do you?
Hang on.
Angry.
I'm just curious. What did
Just looking for
Repeat see that had him all on edge like that?
Probably leftover meat.
Talk about me.
Something.
I thought he was picking his ass.
Sometimes.
Now I'm just imagining Repeat licking his own butthole, and then Carol's just somehow misinterpreting that.
I mean, Carol's not that smart. Let's be honest.
No, it's like the ending of the episode with Stampy. It's like, why is he doing that? Well, some elephants will need to assert dominance, so they have to show it in some way. Sometimes animals are just like people, and they're sometimes just jerks. And then Homer's knocking him like, "Stop that, Mr. Simpson."
I just remember the one moment with the sheep. Aww. Aww.
Oh,
Aww.
Out of the way, you.
Get out of the way.
Third one.
Out of the way, you.
get out of the way, you. Aw.
Me and my sister quote that all the time. Just like between like my dog Toby and then like my niece, it's just like we always just joke around, just like out of the way, you.
Oh, poor Toby.
What's your story?
It's either Toby or my niece. It's like we just joke around. We're never serious about it, but it's
Yeah, I
just
know.
funny like that we just grab them by the head out of the way, you.
Bam.
Sounds more like you stole it to me.
I imagine Toby just lets you pick him up anytime you want.
Probably.
Look at her. She's a noble.
I got mine
I knew you were a noble.
I got mine from a dead body.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
That Nia fruit.
I got mine from the last guy that tried to touch me.
I mean, it works. Kratos got his X-Spear by murdering someone and taking their X-Spear.
Is what he would have you believe. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you haven't played Symphonia yet,
Oh, I'm sorry.
You do, and I'll eat your arm.
Let's start over by getting to know each other a little better.
fuck off.
So then,
Oh, okay, you're not
No
fucking
means
off. I'm
no,
fucking
damn
off.
you knew that already,
Bitch.
right? Huh? Repeat?
Introduce
I like how that implication with the portrait is just like he's checking her out her shoulders, like, who you talking to?
I like to imagine Yuri just stares at her for a second. It's like, God, you're short.
Except she's not. She's almost as tall as he is.
I've already cooked 7 sandwiches. Where am I getting my things? Like I don't know how many times,
had them
how many
upgraded yet?
successful ingredients like how many successful cooking times you need to get the next recipe. And at this point, I really don't want to find out.
I remember when I played through this on Switch, I had to look up how often I had to cook things because I had no clue what the hell I was even supposed to do.
Next up is
I want to say it's at least 5 times, but honestly, I have no idea. Sometimes it just feels like you'll get it as early as 5 times. Other times, it'll take you a while.
What'll we do then?
Hand me a
The
knife.
annoying thing about it is you
Would
kind of have to do it for
use
certain
Halure
things.
eggbear.
Yeah,
The eggbear
you have to
Hand
have
me a
Estelle
neat-
cook the sandwich. I'll go for it.
Hand me a near fruit that we need for our quest. The only near fruit we need for our quest. You bitch.
Jeez, you smell horrible.
Me? That smell isn't coming from me.
Are you sure?
Add in fart reverb.
Please tell
God damn it. I mean,
Please
let's face
tell me I
it, we're
remember
really-
that. Oh god!
Oh no, Repeat's dead.
TK, just insert the Street Fighter 4 KO sound when he falls over.
You're gonna lead the charge against this terribly ferocious monster?
Poor Repeat.
But I could use a hand from you, Yuri.
I do also like just like
Oh, and
the whole thing with Carol where like obviously he's a kid and he's way in over his head even if he has a Blastia.
Well then,
But then like Yuri like hypes him up and is like, "Oh, cool, you're gonna lead us in, right?" He's like, yeah, but you guys will be helping me, so I'm not worried." Even though we know that Estelle and Yuri are doing the heavy lifting, even Repeat's doing the heavy lifting.
I like to imagine they just told him to use the near fruit and they did shit on him again.
Oh, that'd be the monsters in the
Like,
forest.
it's just a prank, bro.
Territory.
Damn it.
Really just take it then? I suppose there's
Like,
no
did you
way
really
to
think
hide
covering
from
yourself in near fruit was the only way? You stupid
Carol,
fuck.
they don't teach
Kinda.
you guild, do they?
The hunting blades hunt
You stupid
monsters.
fuck.
No need to waste time making friends with them.
Damn it, now that's making me think of the Mario movie. Oh well.
Damn, I
The
wanted.
hunting blades hunt monsters. Yeah, what about that? Not that one.
It's like a giant ass bear, and then like there's like a little caterpillar next to him. Who's like that one? Yeah. We'll take that."
And he goes to get the caterpillar and the bear just eats it.
Good job, team.
Be on your guard, everyone. It's really ferocious.
They fairly
Keep
Sure
in
it
mind,
is.
keep in mind, he still smells of near fruit.
Yeah.
The star always performs the finishing blow. Everybody knows that.
And that's
That
why in
dude-
Final Fantasy XIV, most parties only end up using the limbic break
I don't think
when
so.
the boss is pretty much already dead.
Gee, it's almost like it takes forever for the limit break gauge to build up in the first place.
No.
I still remember when when you first had me commentate over the bears. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, please don't.
God,
Weird name.
that killed my throat.
Yeah, don't do it again, please.
Yeah, that I wouldn't be able to quote it even if I could. Anyway, first boss,
Quote unquote boss. I mean, it does have the boss.
mini boss.
Yeah. It's definitely tough, but it's honestly just a giant meat shield.
I do like the mini boss theme though.
No, this is
Here,
the actual
eat
boss
hammer.
music.
It is the boss music, yeah.
This plays in just about every boss that's not like
Yeah.
super major bosses.
Repeat.
Yeah,
how
it
do you
plays-
already
it
have
plays on
dead?
any
What
ma-
did you do?
It does play on any major encounter.
Yeah. Repeat. What did you do? Why were you already half dead by the start of this fight?
But to be fair, the eggbear does hit pretty damn hard, so if you're
Yes, it
reckless, he
does.
can mess you up.
Yes, you can.
Like
yeah,
that.
I'm noticing. Oh god, you actually died.
Yep.
Holy shit.
I don't
Yep,
need a map. I don't need an apple. I need a goddamn apple. I need a life bottle. Okay.
Repeat just just throws a gel in your face.
I won't even get
Repeat-
I won't
repeat
call
the-
you after that.
No,
That's
I like that. I like to imagine that Repeat throws a gel in your face while you're on the floor.
The one thing I do regret is that, like, the very first time I recorded this back, like, was in 2019, I comboed the crap out of this eggbear, and I was hoping the same thing would happen in this version of this recording session, but it never happened. I'm like, damn it, stop guarding.
Yeah. That's the
Stop,
recording curse for you.
stop being good at the game, you coward.
Like, dude, when I first recorded the one back in 2019, I think I got at least a 60-hit combo because I kept getting lucky with the stuns and the stagger lock.
Repeat help
And now you lose 91 grade.
I'll get plenty more with actual
It's like-
bosses with secret
I like to
missions.
Matt, stop being good at the game, you coward.
know what I'm doing here.
Why don't you be shitty at it like the rest of us?
Yeah, it just comes right off. Well, then do it then.
Yeah, seriously.
Estelle, why don't you guard the perimeter?
Right. You're sure it's totally dead,
She
right?
just draws a circle around everyone. I step as the perimeter.
And I just love this part.
Everybody does.
If I didn't know you were just goofing around, I'd swear you were.
And this is why people like Yuri.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Pretty good, huh?
he's the lovable dick. He's a dick, but you can't help but love him because he's the good guy.
I still like to imagine that
Rose, repeat.
that fucking
All right. let's
How's your nose? Repeat, fuck off. Okay, let's go.
To not do that again.
get the fuck back here.
Never.
No, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I am.
And it fucked up the ship.
This damn fucked up the sandwich. It's like, Estelle, what's this sandwich?
Estelle, I know it's called a sandwich, but that doesn't mean you make it with sand. Oh.
The block is
She's
the
got like
block is
it's
The
got
block
like
is tailed.
green berries, and it's like, no, Estelle, red and sweet are good to eat.
the block gets tangled up in vines. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Tasting their own
The how?
remember.
Literally how? I don't know.
Wait, seriously?
I say, come out now, will you?
I say.
We'll spare you a pummeling. Shaking in your boots and mere rumors.
I think LeBlanc's voice actor is different from the original one.
A little bit, yeah.
They're all tangled up in a spider web and just acting brave during
Which
this
is weird
entire
because
exchange.
this part was originally voiced in the 360 version already, so I don't know why they replaced the voice actor.
I would have loved it if, like, for that part, like, all the ones that Carol just listed off right now, and then your just response, yes.
Yes.
Literally none of those.
I know, but he just fucks with them. He's just like, yes.
No, he doesn't even respond. He just gives him the side eye and smirks, and he's like, nah.
It's like the equivalent of that one meme of, like, the little girl looking at the camera while the house is burning in the back.
Yes, exactly.
That's how Yuri looks at Carol.
Exactly.
You can't spell slaughter without laughter.
Damn.
God, that's cold as fuck.
Poor Carol.
Oh, look, suddenly nighttime.
Man,
That
it
makes
sure got
some
late.
sense.
It sure got late real quick. We didn't find that egg bear for hours.
Well, we were also in the forest looking for said egg bear. And
No,
then getting
I'm
out
just-
of said forest.
I'm just saying, we were finding that egg bear for hours.
You're back.
Here's your damn ingredients.
Together?
Which we will never have to collect again because, conveniently
Yes.
after this, Panacea bottles you can buy again. Just not from this town.
Thank God.
Yes, please.
But
All
they're-
right, I made a panacea bottle. He takes the ingredients, just grab a panacea bottle from under the counter.
If anything, this whole side quest proves how annoyingly stupid crafting is in this game.
It's really not.
There you go. One panacea bottle.
Now
It,
we'll be
it's
able to
more
craft
pointless than anything because
quickly.
Saves you money.
It's there to save you money if you happen to have the ingredients for the items. That's really all there is to it. Not to
Which I
mention
always
making,
Prudently.
not to mention making variations on your current weapons to get different types of skills.
Yeah, you keep complaining about it, and I'm like, you're complaining about it because you're probably bad at it.
It's more like the complaints
you
seem
can't
more
really
like
be
let
mad.
me.
You can't
It's
really
like
be bad
let
at
me.
it. You just have to.
It's
have
like let me spend my money.
I
If
have
you wanna
all
know
this
why-
money.
Honestly, you do. If you do want to know why, I had the worst luck with getting the correct materials to craft certain items. So I had to spend like 20 minutes grinding off of one enemy to get a specific drop, and it just
Carol,
just
it's up to
bugs
you.
me.
I'm no good at
Yeah.
this sort of thing.
Who
When I
made
have to rely on RNG to make one item, it bothers me. That's all.
That's why you have repeat in the party and have them spam thievery.
Item
Didn't
ow.
Carol say there
Item
was someone who
ow.
wanted to show the boss
Kind
It
of.
is funny too, because when you have repeat use thievery, if he misses, then he just stands there and scratches his head. Is like, y'all didn't see that.
the
What does the
trees?
Panacea bottle do exactly?
Cures
like,
any
gameplay
status
wise.
ailment, restores any, clears any status ailments, whether they're physical or magical.
Oh, so it's worthless.
No, I mean
They're
because
more useful than you think.
because there are like those items, you know, like antidote to get rid of poison, and then all these other items that clear just one specific ailment. But then, like, you start getting into counters later on that just give you multiple status ailments. Just like, yeah, fuck this Panacea
I
bottle.
like to imagine that this is a
I
slight callback.
that was the last of the petals. I smoked the rest of it.
I like to imagine this scene in particular. I like to
I just-
imagine this scene in particular as a slight callback to Fantasia when Mint had to heal the mana tree.
Yeah, I could be
I
kind
sh-
of seen that. But yeah,
I
just going
smoked
back
the
to the
shit
old,
out of the rest of it. It was great.
no, the old man in the background. I'm so fucking high right now.
He's on the branches.
It is a
Look
nice
at me,
cutscene,
I'm
though.
Donkey Kong. Oh shit!
Look at that shit.
It just falls
Aw,
over.
man.
Oh shit!
Not for nothing, despite this game's age, the cutscenes still look really freaking good.
And I will
Yeah.
say though, like Halure's whole barrier tree is a very nice looking set piece.
And then this park is copyrighted.
Fuck,
Well, probably.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I would be. I'd still be pissed off.
I mean, the first part's obviously going to get copywritten for the song, but
Yeah, a song that the original composer, the writers of the Japanese version, straight up did an English version. I like when that happens.
Yes. Also, and yeah, now we have the normal theme.
Yeah,
Woo!
the day is saved. Also, we can get some items over on the right now.
That was
Thank
totally
God.
not Deus Ex Machina.
Yay, yay! You're the greatest! Thanks for making the tree of Halure healthy again!
Oh, what the fuck? Nah.
that's
That's another reference to the still gaming thing. It's a
Wendy Lee is
quotable
in
moment.
this game a lot.
I think, yeah, just like Wendy Lee, Michelle Ruff. Like, I remember he just had a counter for like all the times you hear Wendy Lee's voice acting.
It's like Rita shows up. Oh no, that's not Wendy Lee. That's her voice double, Michelle Ruff. That almost sounds like her.
Yeah, and then it shows Sodia, and then the freaking little
Like,
kid,
oh god
and then
damn
another
it!
character. And then he's just so pissed off. He's like, "Why are you everywhere?"
God fucking damn it.
But to be fair, Wendy Lee, of course, you know, Haruhi Suzumiya. It's like,
People from the
no shit.
We can't let these people get
I mean, Haruhi is basically what made Wendy popular in the first place, so you can't really fault
Yeah,
her
that-
for that.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing, but it's just
Yeah.
all like because that took off so hard over here in the West when that debuted here. It's just like, damn.
Yeah, they're even nicer than I thought they'd be.
It still holds up too if you ever want to rewatch the first season anyway.
I want to see the damn ending because I remember there was like one of the light novels was freaking being written for like the longest time. I gotta look into that. Did it ever get an actual ending?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know the first show did. And then everyone likes to shit on season 2 because of Endless 8. Even though
Yeah.
that's only half of the show.
No, but to be fair though, Endless 8. What the fuck? I get the concept.
You
but
can
what
just
the
skip
fuck?
those 8 episodes and watch the rest of the show.
You just skip the first 7 episodes.
I
watch
lost
the
the
first
context of this. I lost the context of this conversation.
He's an Imperial Knight.
Uh,
She's got a crush on.
To put context without really giving away the story,
Don't?
uh,
I get it.
the same exact plot happens across 8 episodes until the 8th one where someone finally realizes, oh, maybe if I do this differently, and then they finally break out of the loop. That's
Oh,
it.
so Bravely Default. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Kind
pretty
of.
much.
I'd like to get to Ospios.
I'm glad I'm with people who understood that.
Should we should we finally address the elephant in the room about the fact that certain scenes were not dubbed in the 360 version that are dubbed now?
No.
Please stop.
Okay. That's all I have. That's all I'm asking.
I do remember scrubbing through this part in particular, and I remember I point something out here. There are some scenes that were already dubbed in the original, and yet for whatever reason they repeat with the new dub. I'll point it out when we get to it.
Let's just stop at the mayor's house. We can still decline his offer there.
Let's just stop by the mayor's house and tell him no straight to his face.
No, fuck you. Slaps the reward out of his hand.
Yeah, I seem to be a big hit with all the weirdos.
No, Yuri would be the one to Carol would be the one to take it, and then Yuri would take it away from him. He's like, no, I'm in charge of this.
Second thought. Never mind. I don't want to hear
Just throws it in the water. Fuck you.
No, he wouldn't. He would just hold on to
I
it.
know.
But Yuri, why? You'd spend it on gels. Like, no, I wouldn't. Yes, you would. Yes, I would.
He just looks all dejected. He's like, yeah, I would. I totally would.
Thank you, but unfortunately, we need to be leaving very soon.
Are you leaving before that young knight is back?
The situation's changed a bit.
Did something come up?
Some dudes are trying to kill me.
If there's anything I can do to help,
Yeah, the longer I stay
Yeah.
here, the more the knights are gonna show up, and then you guys are gonna get involved, and nah.
Not even the knights. It's just like there are literal assassins after me. And if I stay here, people might die.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, that sounds pretty serious.
helped us out so much.
Yeah, I'd probably
It's-
be hitting the Dusty Trail.
I like to imagine the mayor talks to himself. Damn, couldn't get him in the roboticizer.
Oh, so he goes from being Dr. Wiley to Dr. Eggman. Shit.
Well, how about this? The next time we come into
Well, we can't exactly turn Yuri. You can't exactly make Yuri, man.
All right then. The next time you're here, I'll put
Yeah,
my
but,
heart and
well,
soul into paying back what you've
His
done.
mustache isn't amazing enough to be Eggman, though.
Have you ever heard of a town called Ospio?
Eh.
Ospio? Ah, yes. I believe that was the name of the city of Shade.
The city
Oh, yeah.
I used to
alright,
call.
Ospio.
I used to call it Osseo.
Lies between tall mountains.
Ospio, the second best town in the entire game. We're already getting close to that. Sweet.
A few quiet
Yeah.
My parents call it Aspio.
to our town to get some
Because it's ass.
quite creepy, to be honest.
No,
They always say it's full of assholes.
Where is the town located?
it's missing one S.
I think. I wish I could tell you the exact location.
General direction is fine enough.
East as well, wasn't it?
It's that way. Just point his finger over there at somewhere.
Some link to blast you after all.
Man, I forgot how much of the story actually is just like, oh, Flynn went this way. Like the first hour and a half of this game is like, Flynn went this way, Flynn went that way.
Or like first 4 hours
Like,
until we
Flynn, slow the
finally
fuck
see
down.
him.
Maybe a selfish thing to say, but I'm happy this means we're
Doobie-doo
continuing
bop.
our journey.
We don't even see Flynn, and except for like the first cutscene at the start of the game. We haven't seen Flynn the entire game since then.
I want to go to the
Oh,
port
no.
city and cross over to Tobeki.
God damn it.
So I guess
It's like, how do we even know Flynn even exists?
Thanks, Carol. It's been fun.
Have you ever seen Yuri and Flynn in the same room?
At the same time.
Maybe I'll stick with you guys a little
Man,
bit
Yuri,
longer.
your hair grows back real fast.
Be lost and lonely without me around.
Well, you have come in surprisingly.
You lonely fuck.
Well then,
Ouch.
let's all go together.
So, east was it?
I want friends.
Okay.
I'd
Also-
like to Ospio somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's get
Eh.
going before the goon squad shows up.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah, the
one
same-
set of lines that he said where he'd like to get to Ospio somehow. With the new voice acting, not even like 5 minutes ago. That was already voiced.
That seems weird. I don't remember that happening, honestly.
Because I think that was the way it was in the 360 version, only obviously the first time around it was not voiced. But they didn't realize that they used the same set of lines twice.
Huh.
It's
Remind-
weird.
Reminds me of Sonic 06 when they repeated an entire set of dialogue.
Oh, like the one guard or something, like he says something, but he flubs his line and then he just starts
Head to
over
the
again.
head
Yes.
to wave ocean. Head to wave ocean. Like you just said that.
Yep, that's exactly it.
All right,
God.
next part, we're going to Aspio.
God damn it.
Yes!
Yes.
We're not sorry.